Hello and welcome to the Play Android Game Reviews. I'm Daniel and today I'll be playing for you Stay on the Line 3D by KAP Apps. It's an arcade game, skill-based game, and if you know the Stay on the Line games, you will be pretty familiar with this one as well. It's in 3D though, so there's a slight difference, and I already started the game and this is how the game greets you. It goes right into, well, the gameplay, and I just started up. As you can see on the left, I already played a bit before, so there's my old score with 146 here, and this time I seem to be able to beat it quite well, and there you have it. I, got over the edge and fell into the blackness that's there. So let's talk a bit about, the gameplay I said before. To everyone who isn't familiar with this kind of game, all you do is go along a set course and you don't leave the line or your way, your narrow way. You saw here is the white, line or 3D way in front of me, and you just don't leave it. You just stay on it, even if it makes some crazy curves or has some pretty weird shapes in it. You just try to stay on it and not get over the edge. So let's try this again. And you see here, this is how it's set up. You have this green ball you control and you just move it along this white pathway here into that goes on forever, basically into nothingness. You see the black background, the black surroundings, and don't just falling off it is basically the end of the round. This is how the game plays. Pretty basic, pretty simple, and easy to get into. You don't need any kind of tutorial actually to, know what to do. There's an ad coming up. Let's just skip this. But you have some, introductions for the controls of the game. You see them at the bottom, and it says there touch and drag to move with some, arrows pointing to the left and to the right. And the one thing I wasn't sure when I first started this game, when I first tested it, is where do I touch and drag? Is it in the middle of the screen, or is it, where do I have to touch? Does it matter where? The game doesn't tell you, but maybe it's just me. It is actually, it took a while to find out. It's actually just this, gray area where you have your instructions down there with the arrows. This is the, touching area. This is the area where you have to, drag and move your finger across the touchscreen to make the green ball change course. So it's quite easy to control it. And I have to say, controls are one of the strong points of the game. They work quite good and they are responsive. There's no input lag or anything like this. You might be confused as me as well, but this is just me, so, this isn't the game's fault that I didn't really figure out where to touch, so yeah. What I find really interesting is that you don't really notice anything like input lag from your touch screen, which is nice because there is usually always some kind of delay. And this is a hardware issue, it's not the game's fault, and I didn't, really notice it in here. And yeah, I'm sorry for the sirens, if you might hear them here. Let's try this again, and there's an ad showing up again. And let's talk about graphics a bit, because, I already told you, look, it's just blackness in the back and your white way you have to follow. And this is all there is. There is nothing else going on. I mean, all is rendered in 3D. The way it's rendered in 3D, it has some depth to it, and it goes, well, beyond the screen. But in terms of graphical style and graphical, well, prowess, there's nothing much going on. It's just black, white, and the green ball. That's all there is. No change in color, no change in, I don't know, nothing changes in the game in terms of graphics, which I find kind of, well, there could be more. There should be more, because after a while it just looks boring. Okay, it's okay for the game's gameplay, for the style, for what you do, but overall, I mean, there could be some more elements to it. I don't know, maybe some color on the way, or different colored balls, or some effects, or anything that makes it, well, stand out more and makes it visually more appealing and more exciting than it is right now. Yeah, same goes for sound, because, well, actually there is no sound in the game, which I find kind of odd, because I think in this day and age, sound in a game is a must. There should be sound, at least some indicator sounds, but there are none in this one. And yeah, makes it a bit of a, well, limited experience, I'd say, visually and, well, when it comes to audio. And I think, well, there is nothing much to say about sound, because there is none. So yeah, that's all there is to sound and audio. And there isn't even music in the menu or something. Other games do this, they put music in the menu, but not here. Yeah, well, we get the game over screen fairly often, because it isn't that easy. I mean, the way the white line changes all the time randomly, and so you're not really prepared for what is up ahead, so you die quite a lot. And you see my best score is 230, and my current score is only 94. So let's just try it again. And as you see, the game only starts up as I touch the control area, not before, or, well, this is quite nice, because you can, well, just look at it, or, well, start it up whenever you like. And I mean, game over screen, I haven't talked about this yet, but it just follows the game's principle of minimalism, and you have this here. It just says game over, best score, your current score or last score, try again, and your rating button at the bottom. That's all there is to the game over screen. This is the only thing that would qualify as a menu. There is no starting menu, sadly, or any kind of options menu. This is all there is, and, well, the game. And I have to say, like I said before, there are other games out there. I mean, the follow the line gameplay is by now pretty established in terms of arcade games, and, well, there are a lot of competitors out there that do the exact same thing. It's always the same gameplay principle: follow the line, don't step off the line, don't fall off the line or the way. And this is all there is, and make it as far as you can. The only difference that sets this apart from the others is that it is in 3D, so there you have at least some novelty to it, but still it's basically the same game in a different dress. And yeah. And this translates to, well, replayability as well, or actually doesn't, because I don't think this game as it is right now offers that much replay value, because all you do is try to get further, try to get, well, try to be better than last time, but there is no such thing as achievements in the game, or global high scores, or anything that would increase the game's replay value. There are no different gameplay modes or any kind of extras. It's just this one you saw before, over and over again. And I think after a while it gets to the point where you go, do I really want to play it again? Because I already seen it and I already played it so many times. And I think in terms of replay value, the game really could do better with some added extras. Yeah, so this is basically all there is to say about the game. I mean, if you like this kind of gameplay, if you like stay on the line games, this might be something new for you with the graphics and with the, well, changed overall style of the game. And if you want to try it out, it's free, and in the Google Play Store you will find the link to the download in the video description, as well as the link to our in-depth review on playandroid.com. It's there as well in the video description with our final score. And yeah, this is all there is from my side. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you, well, liked seeing me play this. And until next time, I say goodbye.